Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video I will show you how to use the Qt push button control in our Qt widget application. See, this is the basic control in our Qt widget application. So let's create the project and let's see its property and how it works. So let's start. So first of all, let's create the Qt widget application project, Qt6 push button, CMake, class names as it is main window, next and select the min.jw kit. Now select on release and finish. So now let's open our UI file. So this is the UI window where we can place our QtQML application controls. Here you can see the default is a menu bar, status bar and central widgets. So let's just simply add our push button control. So this is our button and there is some property regarding here. So this is the first is object name. So define your control with a specific object. So let's define the set and object name. So button set value test. So define your button object name as per your application. So default properties enable, and you can see the set the geometry location, default width, and control your application control size by property here. So you can also set the some font value. So set the point size as 12, also set the bold. So you can here define your font family also, italic, underline, basic font family controls. Here there is a one tooltip also, okay, and there is a tooltip duration is also here. Style sheet is also here. In next video I will show you how to apply the style sheet on this our push button control. Some properties, icon size, you can also set the icon. So let's one browse, choose the file. So this is the one button. So this is the push button control, and we can see the size, but I don't think so this will apply because we did not add in this resource file, just simply we browse the image. So just let me remove. Also you can browse and set the width and height. So this is a checkable property. If you make your push button as a toggle control, so it is a checkable also here. And this is one auto repeat and auto exclusive, auto repeat delay and auto repeat interval. So I will show you, I will explain you how to use these events. So events and property also. So let's first of all let's create the for one event also. So go to slot, on click event, okay. So let's print one message. We have to include the Qt core header file. Now print one message here. Button clicked. Okay, now let's run the application and see. Wait for the build. So on click event you can see we got a message button click, okay. So this is the basic control, basic property and basic working principle of any button control in our Qt application. So now let's see one more property also here, that is some auto repeat and auto repeat delay, okay. So let's see auto repeat as a enable. Let's set the auto repeat interval. So set here this value as 1000, it is a millisecond value, and auto repeat delay set as 100, okay. Now what is the auto repeat? If you press your button continuously, so on every 1 second, on every 1000 millisecond, that button control code will execute. So let's understand. So let's create a one simple integer counter. counter value as a 0. Okay, so increment every time and print the value. Now let's run the application. So here we just use the simple counter value, take a one integer variable counter value, and let's see. So now I will press my button continuously, not click again and again. So you can see on every 1 second, on every 1000 millisecond, that event will automatically called again and again and again and run the code. Okay, so now I release the button and press the again. So you can see the code will automatically execute. So you can also adjust the value according to that. So let's set a value some slower, like set your 500. Now let's check the again build. Now let's see. So you can see the speed of the click event is every 500 millisecond we got the message on our click event. So this is a basic property. Okay, so there is some other properties like a checkable or checked. So on checkable event, so you can see, so when on click, currently I set here checked as a by default true. So you can see the currently push button color is just like when we press on the button, at that time what is color is defined. So you can see if I uncheck, so you can see this look came into the normal state. So now let's make this button as a checkable and let's run the application and again and check it. So you can see button is currently in a check status, and you can see the button color also. If I click on again, so its color is defined as a checked. Okay, and come in the normal state, uncheck event. So these are the basic property. Okay, so here you can set here some style, set autofill background, layout direction, text also. Okay, so if you want to set a specific text, so just set the button name click me. Okay, and here there is the input method local, and what is this, you can define the status tape, a tool tape also, and that's a focus polygon, strong focus, no focus, click focus, wheel focus. You can define your requirement based on your flow of the application. Okay, so this is the basic property of QPushButton control. Now let's connect. So here we create the one click event. Okay, so now let's remove this click event also, and here there is a one function private slot which we automatically was created when we create a click event. So now our push button is not connected with any function. So how to connect dynamically in code? So here you can define the specific slot. So here first of all we have to define our function which is called slots. So button click event. So this is our button click event. Now let's create the body definition. Same message we will print here, but now this is not a click event which will automatically we can create from the from UI files, just like that. Go to slot and click that. It is not like that. Here we connect manually. Okay, so button click event define function. That function is we will define. So now we have to connect this button function with our specific button click event slot. So use connect function. for which object we have to connect. So use UI our push button. We have to set this our with a specific signal. Which signal? Click signal. Okay, no boolean. Where we have to connect? Here. And on base which function? The button click event function. Okay, so now our button click signal is connected with the button click event function. So whenever user click on that specific button, that button click event function will automatically run. So this is how connect any specific signal with the specific function. Wait for the build and let's see. So you can see the define function will called. So whenever I click on the specific button, that define function, our signal slot function is automatically called. So this is how you can connect your specific button signal with a specific slot. There is some also other property like click with boolean, press, release, toggle. There is some other property on click with boolean, so it will give you the specific state of that button. Okay, so either is checked or not, either is the toggle or not. It's just like that. Okay, so this is the basic property. You can also access all those property by code also, just like simply access by on its name. So let's say like that you can see. So let's change the value. So set the text. So here some value also, testing the button. Keep testing the Q push button. So name, the text will automatically change on that specific button control. So you can see. So this is how QPushButton works and how we can use on our Qt QML Qt widget application. And please if you have any question about how to use QPushButton control in our Qt widget application, and please drop your comments if you have any question. And thanks for watching my video. Please like this video and share this video with your friend, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the notification of new video. And thanks for watching my video. Thank you.